Hello and welcome. Greetings as the court jester of Storyland. My name is Jason. I am a yoga instructor through Harvard Center for Wellness and Health. In conjunction with the American Repertory Theater and its production of Jack and the Beanstalk, I am excited to offer you, your family, and friends the opportunity to move with some kindness to your body, with some courage with your breath, with some determination in your stretch, and with some creativity in your connection to yourself and your connection to others. Come join me and some of the cast and its friends in the practice of Beanstalk Yoga. This session is a fantastic way to relive and move with some of your favorite moments after watching Jack and the Beanstalk. Also, I welcome you to watch this again anytime you'd like to reconnect to yourself, to your family, your friends, or our friends in Storyland. I really hope you enjoy the following session. Without further ado, let's grow our Beanstalk yoga practice. So I just want to welcome everyone back. I know some of you at home might have just watched Jack and the Beanstalk. And this is time, it's now time for me, the court jester of Storyland, to take you on a little journey and a refresher of Jack and the Beanstalk. And this will be Jack and the Beanstalk yoga. And yoga is all about breathing and connecting to your body and movement that you might not do every day, just like all that imagination you might have just experienced in Storyland. So the first thing we need to do in Storyland is Storyland's about a lot of books. So I'm going to invite us to open our Storyland book pose. So can you bring your arms like this? Take a big breath in and breathe out and open up the pages of your book. Try that again, yeah? So bring your arms in. This is a big book. And breathe in. And then breathe out and open the pages of your book. And I want to remind everyone here or at home right now, practice can be done standing up, sitting down. There's lots of options here for you. Let's try this open book pose one more time. Squeeze it breathe in, and breathe out. Open all the way up your storybook. And as some of you know, Storyland's way up in the sky above the clouds. So let's pretend like we're looking above the clouds. Bring your hand to your forehead and look side to side up in the sky at all the clouds. And maybe use your other hand. How many clouds are up in your sky today? There's like 5 clouds in my sky. I wonder how many is in yours.
About a dozen.
A dozen, wow. So other things can sometimes be up in the sky depending if the sun is up in the sky or if the sun is down in the sky. So let's take our sunrise and our sunset pose. Let's reach our arms up like we are the sun. This is our sunrise. Breathe in. And then fold all the way over your body. This is our sunset. Breathe in. Find your sunrise. Reach up. Breathe out. Find your sunset. One more time. Sunrise and sunset. And if the sun is set, what else is up in the sky? Does anybody know?
Birds.
Yeah, birds can be up in the sky daytime or nighttime. What's up in the sky if the sun is set, though? What else is up in the sky?
Stars.
There's stars, yeah. Let's take our star pose first. So our star pose, I'm going to stand up for this one. I welcome you too to stand up if you'd like to. My star pose looks like this, super wide. My legs are wide, my arms are wide. This is my big star. And sometimes stars move really fast in the sky. And this is our shooting star. Reach your hand all the way across the other one. We go. And again, the other side. And maybe to the opposite leg. And we go. And to the other leg. Wow. So we've got stars and shooting stars. There's something else I think that's often in the sky at nighttime. I think it begins, let's see, I think it's the moon, right? The moon's in the sky at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're going to take our crescent moon pose. A crescent moon is when you see a little sliver of the moon. Can everyone say crescent moon?
Crescent moon.
Crescent moon.
Let's bring our hands together and tilt over to one side like we're a little crescent moon hovering and floating in the sky. And then let's bring the crescent moon over to the other side, yeah? Other sliver of the moon, other side. And then sometimes the moon's not a crescent. Sometimes the moon is full and big and it hovers and floats in the sky. So here for this next moon pose, it's our full moon. So reach your arms back out, almost like we did for star, but then you can't really see. Can you lift one leg really high up in the sky so you're balancing on one foot? This is our full moon. And yeah, it's a little challenging, but maybe that's how challenging it is for the moon to float up in the sky. And then can you try the other side? Switch your feet. And we'll take our full moon with the other leg lifted super high. Ooh. Now, as some of you might know, way up in the sky here in Storyland, there's also King Giant. And King Giant loves to stomp because he's not very friendly all the time. But let's pretend for a moment, even though I think you're all really friendly, let's pretend like we're King Giant and stomp around like a giant really slow. Lift your knees super high and just stomp around. Can you feel your feet stomping into the ground? How loud do you want to stomp? You can stomp as loud as you want to. Can you notice your breath while you're stomping? What's it like to breathe as you stomp? Oh, well, even King Giant gets exhausted from stomping and not being very friendly. So King Giant looks down below Storyland, and all the way down there below the Beanstalk, there is going to be the farm. It's Jack's farm. So let's take our farm pose. Can you bring your hands to the very top of your head like this? And this is our farm. Can you reach your arms up? And then just bring the hands back down onto your head. Let's do it 2 more times. And my farm is really big. So here I'm going to do this again. My legs are really wide apart. I don't know if you can see my legs. I can't see yours, but my legs are super wide apart here. And then reach your arms back up. And then dive all the way down to form your farm. Your arms go all the way to the floor. And it looks like a barn on the farm. And then come all the way back up. So from here, we've got our farmhouse where Jack lives. And as some of you know, who's in the farmhouse? It's our favorite cow, Buttercup. So for this one, I'm going to come down onto my knees, but you could always do it standing as well. To take our cow pose like Buttercup, I'm on my hands and my knees, and I'm going to go moo like a cow. I'm going to lift my head up and lift my behind up and go again. Moo. One more time. And Buttercup loves to scurry around, so maybe walk yourself around in a circle as your cow. And maybe walk yourself in the opposite direction. And Buttercup smells something really good. So let's sniff. And if you want to here, you can either stand up or go back, and you could be standing on your knees. I'm on top of my knees right now. And these are the dandelions that Buttercup smells. So can we bring our hands together like this? This is our dandelion flower pose. Our flower needs to grow. What happens when flowers open? Does anyone know the term for that?
Blooming.
Blooming or blossom. So on the count of 3, when we open our flower, I'm going to invite us to say blossom. So turn your hands out like this. Can we try it? And we reach the arms to the sky on 3 and say blossom. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blossom. And let's try it 2 more times. Maybe can you change the cross of your fingers so the other finger is on top? It'll feel really weird. And then turn your hands out, and the count of 3, we say blossom and reach up. 1, 2, 3, blossom. And let's try it one more time. Whichever way you want to cross your fingers, any way is good now for our dandelion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, blossom. Wow. So nice, everybody. Well, let's look around. What else is up here? We're down here on the ground here. Let's see what's going on. If I look over there, I see, if you remember, I know some of you might know that Jack is being really nice by giving some milk to a wonderful person who's really, really thirsty. So here, let's find our heart pose because that's an expression of kindness to give something else to someone else when they might need something that you have. So for our kindness heart now, we're imagine like we had got some cups of milk. We go like this. Can you reach your cup of milk across the screen and give it to someone else? So from your heart and go side to side, just reaching up part your cup of milk. If you've got someone next to you, you can share your cup of milk with them too. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Feels so nice to have kindness by giving something to others when they're in need. And look at this. The person that we gave the milk to is giving us something back. It's beans, but they're not regular beans. They're magic beans. So let's take our magic bean pose. I'm going to stand up for this one. I'm just going to squeeze into a little magic bean. What does your magic bean look like? This is my magic bean. My magic bean, though, because they're magic, it likes to wiggle. So what's it like to wiggle? Because it's a magic bean. It's a magic bean. And the beans, they'll get tossed out the window. Can you throw your beans out? Woo! Woo! And they're back again. Wiggle the beans. Maybe they toss the other side. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Woo! And this time those beans are wiggling. Maybe they jump as high as they can into the air. Ready? Because they're magic. Woo! Whoa. And then those magic beans, what happens? They go into the ground and suddenly they start to grow into the beanstalk. So from here, from your magic bean, maybe low to the ground, let's slowly grow up to our beanstalk by counting slowly up to 10. Ready? Really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We've got another beanstalk that's reaching way up to the sky. And it keeps growing so much that maybe you're standing on your tippy toes. Can you stand on your tippy toes with your beanstalk? Your beanstalk's really reaching and growing. It's reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. Whoa. Well, now that we have the beanstalk, I think we need to climb up the beanstalk along with Jack. I just saw Jack kind of crawling up the beanstalk right now. So let's follow Jack by climbing up the beanstalk. Bring your hands out and let's climb. Oh my gosh, we are only halfway up. Look up. The beanstalk, we're only halfway there. It's going to take a lot of determination for us to get all the way to the top of this beanstalk. Let's keep going. Oh, I'm looking down at the ground. I look down at the ground. We're so high up, I'm a little scared. I think I'm going to call upon my courage, though, and keep on going. Let's keep going up the beanstalk. Oh, oh, oh. And we made it to the top, everyone. Let's push ourselves up. And we're back up in Storyland again, way up in the clouds on the top of the beanstalk in Storyland. Now, I wonder what's around here in Storyland. Let's bring our binoculars out and look around for what's going on in Storyland today. Oh, I see something going on that's not very fair. Some people are yelling out our little friends, the mice, over there. I don't like when people get yelled at, especially for any reason whatsoever. People shouldn't raise their voices and be mean. I wonder what we could do. Do you think we should say something?
Yes.
I think we should have a moment of courage by bringing our hands on our chest like this and be really loud, especially if we see something mean going on. Ready? We go like this. And again. And one more time. I think it's super important if we see something going on that we don't think is okay, that we are courageous and use our voices to see and tell when something's going wrong we don't like. So I really applaud us all for doing that. But who did we end up saving? It looks like it is our friends, the mice. Well, I thought it was 3, but it looks like it's just 2 of the little mice that are around here, 2 blind mice. I'm curious if we could pretend to be the 3rd mouse right now. Can we pretend like we're a mouse? What's your mouse pose? And you want to scurry around? Even if you want to scurry around your room right now, I'm going to scurry around my room a little bit. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to scurry around. Maybe I'm on the floor, but I'm scurrying around. How fast does your mouse like to scurry? So I wonder now, we've just scurried around like a mouse. I wonder what else is going on here in Storyland today. And if I look way over there, I see another friend crawling on the ground. It looks like our friend's having a bit of a struggle. Our friend's got 8 legs. I wonder what kind of friend it could be. What has 8 legs?
Spider.
A spider it is. It's our friend Itsy Bitsy, the spider. I'm wondering if we can be like Itsy Bitsy to make a spider. If you cross your thumbs and then wiggle all your fingers count to 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then your thumbs are kind of like the face or the head of the spider. Can we find our Itsy Bitsy spider? Can we crawl it around the screen? What's it like to crawl your spider around the screen? And does your spider like to crawl really high? Mine likes to crawl really high. No. And it likes to make a little web so it crawls all over. Mine makes a big circle all the way around. And it makes a couple of these big circles because it's making a big, big web. And maybe it makes some circles the other direction. And now we just have to finish our web by connecting it all the way up to the top of this water spout. Can we get all the way up there? Let's go all the way up. It's in the corner here. Let's get, oh no, it's the rain. Oh, it brought the spider all the way down to the floor again. Let's try and get all the way up there again using our determination. Let's see if we can crawl that spider all the way up to the top of that water spout. Oh, there goes again. There's no more rain. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Crawl back up, crawl back up. Oh, it's the rain one more time. Oh. Well, look at this though. It looks like the sun is coming out though. So let's take our sun pose one more time. Let's find our sun. And now that the sun has dried up all the rain, let's find our spider one more time. And this time I think our spider is going to make it all the way up and be able to complete its web. Oh, here we go. Let's reach it up, reach it up, reach it up. Oh, wow. It feels so nice. Itsy Bitsy and us have all finished our webs. Lots of determination. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Yeah. Now I wonder now, so far we've seen our friends the mice, and we've seen our friend Itsy Bitsy the spider. I wonder who else is lurking around here in Storyland that might be able to help us on this adventure. Let's take a look around again. I hear someone purring or someone meowing. I wonder who could it be? What purrs or meows?
A cat.
Oh, it is our cat. It's our friend, the Fiddler cat. Let's find our cat pose. For your cat pose now, I'm going to invite you, if you'd like to come back on the ground again, if you want to. And your cat pose looks a little bit like this. We bring our hands down and we kind of are like a scaredy cat. We come up onto your fingertips and go, meow,
Ow.
meow,
Ow.
meow. 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 Now, this cat, though, cats are very good at balancing. So I'm curious if your cat now can reach one arm all the way out and one leg all the way back. One arm out and one leg all the way back. Good job. What creative cats. Cats are really creative in their balance. And let's find here the other side. Can you lift the opposite arm and the opposite leg? Wow, really nice. Fantastic, everyone. If you did that sitting too, you can always do it sitting with one leg off the chair and one leg in the sky. Really good balancing with our cat. Now, this particular cat, though, was scurrying around and got trapped inside of a box. I don't like being trapped in a box. What's it look like if you're trapped inside of a box? Oh, it doesn't feel very creative to be trapped inside of a box. I feel really smushed and gunky. Has anyone else ever had a day where they felt like they were trapped in a box? They didn't feel really well and they were like, ew. I've had a lot of those days. But it looks like our friend the Fiddler Cat has an idea. Our friend the Fiddler Cat's going to play some music and brings out a fiddle to play some music. I'm curious. I don't have a fiddle, but I've got some invisible drums. Who else has a different kind of instrument? Whatever instrument you want to play right now, I invite you. Maybe it's drums, maybe it's a fiddle, maybe it's a guitar, maybe it's a trumpet. What kind of instrument can you play right now? Let's all play our instruments together and show off our creativity. And let's make some noise like we're an orchestra. Ba, 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 ba. Let's hear those instruments. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe a little bit louder. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Wow. Well, everyone, if we're ever having those days we feel like stuck inside of our boxes again, maybe we remember the instruments that we have. So let's put the instruments off to the side now and continue on our journey. I think way out in the distance, I see our castle. So let's take our castle pose. Our castle pose looks like this. It's a big castle. But if you look around your castle, just kind of look all the way around your castle, side to side. Don't look what's around the castle. There's a big moat around the castle. A moat is the water around the castle. So can we swim across the moat? Let's swim. Oh, but even though we got across part of the moat, there's still another bridge. So to make a bridge, you can bring your arms like this for a bridge, or if you're on the ground and you want to take this bridge, you can bring both hands and both feet on the ground like this and hold your bridge. Can you feel your strength and determination holding your bridge? For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. We've made it to the castle gate. So I'm going to invite us to take our gate pose. Our gate pose looks like this. It's got one leg out on the ground, like this. If you're not on the ground, you can do this in a chair too, sitting down with one leg out to the side and your arms reach up. And bring one hand down your straight leg and the other arm all the way across for your gate. Really nice. I see some great gate poses right now. Can you try the other side of your gate pose? Bring your other foot out to the side, whether you're on your mat or in a chair. And then reach your hand down the other side and the other arm overhead for gate pose on the other side. Really nice work, everyone, with gate pose. It looks like now that we've gone inside the castle, the gate is opening up. And what do we see here? We see the king's throne. So let's take our throne pose. Your throne pose, your arms reach out. It looks like a chair. So you can be here and maybe bend your knees a lot and sink into something that looks like a chair or a throne. And thrones are super sturdy. Can you squeeze your legs together? Oh. Yeah, everyone's thrones can be a little different. And then come all the way back out of your throne. And if we look here in the other corner of the castle, I think we see King Giant. And this is his castle. And King Giant looks a little scared and lonely, though. Who here has ever felt scared and lonely? I have. What does it look like in your body to be scared or lonely? For me, it looks like this. It feels a little bit like that box shape before for me. It feels a little scared and lonely. But look at this. I see Jack over there, and Jack is going to give some hearts and friendship out to King Giant. I'm wondering if we can also give some hearts and wonderful thoughts and friendship out to King Giant. Do you think we could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, let's bring our hands on our heart again. This is our heart of friendship. Yeah? And let's give this out to King Giant and really reach it all the way up. Let's take a deep breath in and reach it all the way out. Spreading that friendship out and our hearts out to everyone else, not just King Giant, but maybe everyone here in Storyland. I'd love to be friends with all of you and everyone here. Let's do it again. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, I know for me, it feels good giving out friendship from our heart. It also feels great to receive friendship as well. So, can we reach our arms out again and catch all that friendship with a big hug? Oh. And if you've got someone close by to you now at home or on your screen, maybe you hug the person that's next to you. And give yourself or that other person a squeeze, or think of someone you want to give a squeeze to. Let's do one more. And this time, if you want to look on the camera, I know we can't hug each other, but I'm going to almost hug my camera a little bit. Oh. Oh. Well, I know for me, it was so much fun going on this adventure today in Storyland with our breath and our bodies, doing this beanstalk yoga today. And I want us to remind ourselves at the end here of some of the places we went to today. So, first, just like we did a moment ago, we came from this place of kindness, right? Remember that moment earlier when Jack gave the milk out to the person with the beans? Yeah? Let's remember that pose of giving out to other people who are in need. That was one of the places we went to today. Other places we had were moments of courage, like climbing up the beanstalk when we were scared, and also pounding our chest when we saw something going on that wasn't right. And then there was the determination we showed by, again, climbing all the way up the beanstalk, but also the determination of our friend Itsy Bitsy the spider making that web and getting all the way up the water spout. And there was also these beautiful moments here in Storyland of creativity with our cat and our instruments. Can we bring out our instruments one more time? And let's show off our creativity with lots of sound. On the count of three, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I want to remind us and all of us that each one of us, and I know I'm only the Storyland court jester, but I think our real storyteller here will agree that all of you here on this screen and all of you there at home are also storytellers all the time. And you can be storytellers with your own words, your own laughter, your own movement, and your own breath. And you can also be storytellers together with all the people that you love and care about, and even be storytellers with all the people you don't know yet and the friends that are out there waiting for you to make here in Storyland, or maybe down or on the ground where places where you live. So I want to offer you again to give yourself a big round of applause and celebration for experiencing Beanstalk yoga today. And I want us to give a big wave to everyone else across our cameras and our screens. And maybe shine and make a big smile. If you want to get really close to your screen, you can even see my mustache if you get really close to the screen.
Ow, 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 ow.
So it was so great to have you all here, all of you as families and everyone else there that's watching at home. I hope you use this practice anytime you want to. So feel free to watch this over and over again anytime you need some reminders about moving your body and being storytellers. So thank you all for coming out today and giving yourself a big round of applause. And the other direction. And because all of us are storytellers, we all deserve also to take a bow. So offer yourselves to take a bow. Wow. And that's been our Beanstalk yoga today, everybody.